Gordon Ramsay is a celebrity chef who's well known around the world, but his reputation isn't exactly stellar. Most people believe Ramsay is primarily a foul-mouthed, overly harsh chef who roasts celebrities solely on the basis of his shock value. People who dislike him say he's rude and obnoxious, and that he insults, abuses, and humiliates his team. He has a long list of detractors, including some of the world's most famous chefs, such as Jacques, Pepin, and Anthony Bourdain. Those who have previously worked with Ramsay, on the other hand, see a different side to the story. Off-screen, chefs who have worked under or with him praise his management style and personality, noting that the bad guy persona only appears in certain situations. So who's the real Gordon Ramsay? Keep watching the video till the end to find out. What do you think is the reason for his anger? Let's know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Gordon Ramsay only becomes angry when his reputation is jeopardized. It's easy to believe that working with Gordon Ramsay is a nightmare, that he's a hot fuse waiting to blow at any moment. According to Chef Christina Wilson, the Season 10 winner of Hell's Kitchen, Ramsay is actually quite constructive and calm during the Hell's Kitchen challenges. Only when his reputation or the reputation of his restaurant is at stake does he become enraged. Wilson said, "The only time he really gets wound up is if the food that shouldn't be going out of the kitchen is going out of the kitchen." But Wilson points out that it's not just Ramsay's concerns about his and his restaurant's reputations that get him worked up when a chef serves undercooked scallops or a rubbery steak. She claims he also is concerned about the diner not receiving the excellent meal and experience for which they have paid. Gordon Ramsay is a puddle around his family. Some may believe Gordon Ramsay is harsh on his children, especially after it was revealed that the celebrity chef would not be passing on his wealth to them in the form of a posh inheritance via the telegraph. Chef Christina Wilson, on the other hand, was quick to point out in the same article that Ramsay is a puddle around his family, even going so far as to say that people would be legitimately freaked out if they saw how he acts around them. According to other reports, Ramsay is an excellent parent. Gordon Ramsay's so-called double life focuses on how he's taught his children to cook, assisted his daughter in filming a cooking show, and even implemented a no-swearing rule for his teens and himself, at least at home. Ramsay and his wife have been married for over 20 years, and he has 5 children ranging from a recent college graduate to a toddler. Gordon Ramsay is a genuinely funny guy. Despite Gordon Ramsay's serious demeanor in the kitchen, Season 8 Hell's Kitchen contestant Nona Johnson, née Sibley, claims the celebrity chef has a seriously funny side. Gordon is really funny, like really funny, and I know that as a viewer watching. I'm laughing because the things he says are funny, but he's generally really funny and he cracks jokes, and really one of the hardest things was not laughing when he would shout out in anger and frustration. She goes on to describe how her fellow chefs on Hell's Kitchen agreed with her and how it wasn't unusual for them to discuss Ramsay's tirades off-screen. Mentioning one instance that stands out in her mind, the TV audience never saw this, but he was shouting at everyone saying how terrible the service went and blah blah blah, all these things. And he said, "You guys are trying to F me up the ass sideways from Sunday." And we all just stood there like, "Yes, chef, that's right. That's what we're doing. Yep." Because we didn't know what to do, he just went, "Yes, chef. But yeah, we talked about that one later." Gordon Ramsay resembles a father figure. Sure, if you believe Chef Christina Wilson when she says Gordon Ramsay is a puddle around his kids, it's easy to see how he'd make a great dad, but is he really that much of a father figure to his Hell's Kitchen and Masterchef mentees? According to Chef Corey Sutton, Season 19 winner of Hell's Kitchen, the answer is yes. While she admits that Ramsay yells a lot, she and her colleagues would not actively avoid his input or criticism. Instead, they worked hard to gain his approval and advice. When he's there teaching you and talking to you, like one-on-one, it's really a fatherly moment. Sutton said in a recent interview, "He truly sees something in you, and he's giving you the time of day because he knows he can do it. And it's such an amazing experience to even be in his kitchen, have your name even be in his vocabulary for some time. And when he praises you on something, it's like, wow, this is a huge compliment that this multi-Michelin star restaurant chef is saying. Good job, this is amazing." Gordon Ramsay makes certain that the Hell's Kitchen competition is completely fair. When it comes to cooking competitions like Hell's Kitchen, you'd think there's a little mischief going on behind the scenes. The producers must have set some things up, thrown a few wrenches in the contestants' plans and so on. Isn't it true that this is what makes for good reality television? Chef Christina Wilson, however, claims that this is not the case in Hell's Kitchen. Indeed, she said that Gordon Ramsay goes out of his way to ensure the competition is extremely fair, and that the most enraged she'd ever seen Ramsay was when a contestant accused him of sabotaging a portion of the competition. In reality, there is no sabotage, and there's even a lawyer on set every time there's a recorded challenge or dinner service just to make sure there's no hanky-panky. There's no funny business. It's a cash prize. It's handled just like a blackjack table would be. It has to be fair all the way around, Wilson said. Gordon Ramsay is extremely humble. Gordon Ramsay owns several restaurants around the world, has multiple Michelin stars, and has received numerous awards and honors, including Chef of the Year and Independent Restaurateur of the Year. Beyond his two most famous shows, Masterchef and Hell's Kitchen, he has filmed a variety of television programs and miniseries, and he's a member of the Culinary Hall of Fame. It's easy to see how he could develop a big head. Chef Christina Wilson, on the other hand, claims Ramsay is quite humble despite his many accomplishments. She stated in an interview, "He's amazing. He's absolutely amazing. He's one of the most humble and gracious men, regardless of his success in life, that I've ever met. I can't say enough how humble and generous he is." Wilson suggests that Ramsay's humble demeanor stems from his modest upbringing and childhood hardships, such as domestic violence and living with an alcoholic father. Gordon Ramsay is very respectful of other people's culinary traditions. When public figures disparage a particular culinary heritage, a whole population's rage can quickly escalate to epic proportions. See the Pulitzer Prize-winning Washington Post columnist who recently said Indian curries taste like something that could knock a vulture off a meat wagon, and subsequently caught the backlash of Padma Lakshmi. Still, it's not every day that you come across a chef who respects the culinary traditions of others. Chef William Disson, who appeared on National Geographic Channel's Gordon Ramsay Uncharted and beat Ramsay in a cook-off, says Gordon Ramsay is one of those chefs. Disson said, "Appalachia really gets kind of a rap for being backwoods in dueling banjos country, but really has an amazing food culture and just history and heritage here. And I think that's something that Chef Ramsay saw when he was here. And we had a lot of conversations about the culture and the food, and he even made an analogy and said, I feel like this is such an untapped region." He said the heirloom ingredients and the heritage cooking are on par with places like Tuscany, Italy, which to me was a pretty astounding comment. Gordon Ramsay strives to bring out the best in his competitors. Despite Gordon Ramsay's inability to stand a lazy chef and giving them an authentic piece of his mind, Aaron Sanchez claims that Ramsay works very hard behind the scenes to bring out the best in the competitors who appear on his shows such as Masterchef, working behind the scenes to ensure they're actually learning something and only give them challenges they're ready for. Sanchez said, "He's the one that can make the decision of like, well look, I don't think they're ready for soufflés yet, or I don't think they're ready for the restaurant challenge yet." There's a reason Ramsay runs his shows in the manner that he does. All of Gordon Ramsay's hard work behind the scenes is to create a show that brings out the best in competitors and results in contestants leaving shows like MasterChef having learned valuable skills that'll serve them well in their careers. And that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching. Do let us know your thoughts on this video in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, then do like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more such exciting content. See you in the next one.